Hi, it's so nice that you're here to quickly get brainted with me. I'm your host, Laura, and welcome to my Mindful Storytelling podcast.
Hi, and welcome to another Quickly Get Brainted episode with me. Thank you so much for being here again. And today I want to talk about something a little lighter compared to the last time, because my head's been in enough storms this past week. And if you listen to the episodes regularly, you know that the last episode was about grief and loss. And this was a very, very personal, very heavy topic on me. And it could be that I got choked up a little bit at the end. Well, let me know in the comments if you have any experience on this field. It would really help to share and connect more. So let's start with a little backstory here. It all started with the last 5 days. I had terrible migraine attacks in a row, like every day and almost like 80% of the day. So this was really bad. And just an FYI, I was diagnosed years ago in a hospital on a very official day because I had a terrible headache, and then my face and my right body parts went numb. And it kind of knocked me out a little bit there in my teenage bedroom. So this was very scary. And of course, my mind went to the worst scenario possible. And then we rushed into the hospital, and then they made a huge checkup and diagnosed migraine, which is connected to my eyes. And yes, a big shout out to all the people who wear glasses, because it's a possibility if you have glasses that you, of course, have more eye pain, or the thing that's called ocular migraine, because that's the first time I heard about this, and that's what they diagnosed. And what struck me this time was also me and some people, how often we think that migraine is just a really bad headache, when actually it's a full body, mind, and nervous system condition. And yes, it can really mess up your daily life. So I thought, let's do a quick fun facts meet hacks episode. So why does this matter for a mindful podcast? It's easy, because when your head and your nerves are wired, you can't just be calm like we often tell ourselves. So sometimes tools need to match the crisis. And yes, again, I'm not a professional. I'm just sharing what I heard, what my grandma told me, and what I tried and what I learned over the years. So take this as a friendly suggestion, and please, not a prescription. It might help or it might not. So, all right, here are some tricks I've tested. One, the area between thumb and index finger. Press this firmly from above and below at the same time, because it's often cited in this reflexology or acupuncture as a tension release point. I have a lot of tension between these fingers, so maybe you too. Maybe it helps you. I learned this fun fact in like elementary school. Don't ask me who taught me or who showed me. It just worked. So the second is foot massages, a self-made. Roll your foot gently, press around the arch. Give yourself the kind of touch you normally skip, especially in a very stressful day where you have been running around up and down. You would be surprised how much tension is in your little footsie. I know if you're not a feet person, that's totally fine. It doesn't have to be weird. You can even do it with a sock put on. Just try it, or with the massage machine or whatever you have at home. So, yes, a third, and of course, one of the most known, cold cloth on the head, or wrap it around the neck, inside wrist or elbows. And it really helps when especially the sensor is overloaded and builds up tension in your body. Just cools you down, literally. And number 4, lemon water with salt and honey. It's a more or less now trendy modern tip, which you can find everywhere, of course. A simple hydration, mineral reset that I found surprisingly soothing. I drink this every time after a coffee. I think it helps. I don't know if it's in my head, but it just helps. I feel better. I don't feel this big dump or after rush effect after the coffee or the caffeine drops. So maybe that helps. And please drink enough water, not just after coffee, like every day. Stay hydrated. So 5, peppermint oil on the temples, forehead, between eyebrows, and most importantly, use the sleeping mask for the darkness effect. If you don't have any other possibility to make it more dark, if you live with another person, you can't just tell them, okay, please switch off all the lights, don't make any noise. And if it's sunny day outside and you don't have blinders and you don't have any options, so always keep a very easily put on sleeping mask that doesn't create more tension in your eyes. So make sure that's given. Then, of course, make screens dimmer in the coming days, at least in I think 1 or 2 days. And if you can, use wired headphones and not AirPods. Less internal ear pressure might also help. But these are just facts that I learned over the years for myself. And everybody's, of course, different. And now the last and my favorite fun fact is look up. If you read the title, you know where I'm heading. So sit or stand straight and just gently lift your gaze upward or your head, but not too much because a lot of migraine tension is, of course, spotted right in the back of your head and your neck. So don't throw it back. Just look up a little bit or gaze upward as much as it's, of course, comfortable. You know, I heard on a podcast that looking upward relieves stress on one side, because we live in a culture of constantly looking down. So I thought that makes sense, like on screens, phones, etc. Even on the table, even when you're, I don't know, reading a book, you never look up. When do you do that? There are other evidences, like what Jay Shetty also talked about, was viewing natural scenes and sky elements, which are more upwardy looks, promote a little bit more of a recovery for the automatic nervous system and reduces stress. Somehow that's how it's all connected, a little bit more in the sciencey way. Well, at least I tried it, and yes, for my mild eye strain and headache, it often offers a nice break. If I do it, for 5 seconds, and then I look down again, and then I look up again, and I do that a little bit like meditation for my eyes, it kind of helps. At the end, the eye is connected to a nerve to release tension is a win, I think, a win for our body. So to wrap it up, if you're amid to migraine or head buzz or neck tension, maybe you can try one of those. Press the point, cold cloth, hydrate, etc., etc. Maybe, just maybe, even try the looking up thing. Because sometimes the answer isn't more do, it's more pause and redirect. So, of course, thanks for sticking with me through this lighter topic. Don't forget to stay brainted, and please share your thoughts or tricks on social media. I would love to learn from you. And I hope you have a calm day, and I catch you in the next episode. Bye.